I'm Thomas Jackson. This is my Module 1 introduction for EDL 853, Special Education for School Learners. A bit about myself. I've been married for just under a year. June 17th will be my wife Brandy and I's 1-year anniversary. I love teaching, coaching, and CrossFit. I've been teaching for 9 years now in the PBS room. Some schools that's called the ED or BD room. And I've been at McPherson Middle School for all 9 of those years since I've graduated college. I played football and ran track at Tabor College, and I coached football, basketball, and track. We have 2 dogs that are like our children. I'm really okay with that for now. A 140-pound Great Dane and a 110-pound Chocolate Lab. So they definitely serve their purpose in the house and taking up space. When looking at some things that our school, McPherson Middle School, could do well and could do better, so what we do well in our special education department, I believe that we work well together with Gen Ed to put together activities for our kids, not only just inclusion of academic purposes, but for activities like for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and activities that are more fun for the kids, more social, ways for them to interact, ways outside of the academic norms. And then we support each other for personal development growth. We've had a lot of turnover, and so we have had to help each other a lot in the ways of IEP writing and disciplinary things, just kind of the law and things that go along with special ed. And then we have strong central office support that allows us to try new ideas and allows for flexibility, so we get good backup whenever we want to do new things. Some things that we could do better is that I would love to see that our SPED teachers that come in that are having to take classes to get certified, that they wouldn't have to pay for their own classes. I think we need them more than they need us, and so we should be doing that for them. Para-training within the building and with the whole building would be awesome. And then a communication line that isn't confusing or allows for mishaps. We've had so much turnover that knowing who's responsible for what and when, it's become pretty difficult. And then more time to educate general education on SPED needs. I feel like so often when we have conversations with them, it's not their fault really, but they're just kind of out of the loop on new laws, new things, new reasons for why we have to do things the way we do them. And if they knew that, I think it would help our jobs be more streamlined. And then consistent discipline. I think that within special ed, a lot of times there's a lot of questions on what can we do, what can't we do. If a kid has a disability, how should we be disciplining them? And I think there needs to be some better plans put in place that could be solved with maybe some better communication. My personal critique, sometimes I'm a little more aggressive than I need to be when it comes to taking care of my people, my kids. I know that at times I've probably been a bit off-putting, but I also know that the people that I work for and that I make sure that I'm taking care of know that I have their back and that I'm going to take care of them. And then sometimes I take on more than I should, being all those things that I have listed there. This year really kind of came to a head where I said, you know what, I need to kind of take a seat and think about what are the priorities that I need to take care of. And so for next year, actually, I'm dropping SPED department chair and allowing someone else to pick that up. I wish I read more, and then also better personal care for myself. And then I'm not always very patient with people who don't understand special ed, and so I'd like to be more patient with them. For school improvement, I think better sustained administration would help a lot of the issues of the communication, the discipline, those things. That would be huge. We've had 4 assistant principals in 4 years. We've had 2 principals in the last 5 years. So those things don't help at all with building morale or communication or anything. Financially, if we paid better, that would probably help. We're on the lower end for admin and teachers within the state of Kansas. And so, having a better pay or at least matching some of the districts around us would probably help us. And then financially, the para knowledge and allowing them more hours to be around for PD and to be in the building for things to help them learn would be huge. And then, again, the communication with the staff would be consistent, if we didn't have so much turnover. And then some self-improvement for myself is I need to continue to know that I'm in the field of special education because I chose this. And SPED is not the easiest thing for all people to understand. Sustained patience from me. And then I really like reading, but my schedule's so packed that I don't allow for it. But I did end up reading a book so far this summer. Really excited about that. It's called Chasing Excellence. I'd recommend it to anybody who's an avid reader. And then my marriage has been absolutely fantastic, but it's also been a big change. And so, not just kind of doing a lot of things and I'm getting back to focusing on my health and taking care of myself. And whenever I'm healthy, I know that I'm happier. And so, look forward to working with the rest of you throughout the rest of this class.